I'm Misty Wade, and I did the last video because my husband travels a lot, but he is back, so this is Scott giving up.
I want to engage another contractor. I had a friend who had his basement finished off, job was done really, really well, and had him come out and bid our job. The big issue after having him bid, I talked to my friend, is that when he came out and he did the job correctly, but there was a lot of stuff where he didn't know what was going on. He didn't know some of the add-on costs that were going to be charged, and wasn't kept abreast of the whole process. And when he was done, while it looked good, it was a lot higher than it first was supposed to be. And he also just felt like he was not kept up to date with what was going on in the process. So after that, we went on the internet and called Judith up and had her come out, gave her the estimate that we were given. Basically, she did a review, called me back immediately with information on, hey, here's where the cost is, let me come out and look at your job site, it's a good deal, but let me see if I can help you out. And have her come up to the house, did a review, helped design some new rooms, encouraged some expansion on a movie theater room, and price was right where we needed our budget to be able to get this basement done to our liking.
Without upcharges.
Without upcharges. So today is the 14th of April. 1 week from when I leave on Mondays, come back Friday. So last Monday is when it was an unfinished basement with my wife showing you around. This is 1 week later, and they've done substantial amount of changes. So we've got the framing done. We had a wall here. There's no wall here. They've opened it up. Eventually, we're going to get the handrail put in, but we've knocked up the wall, put up the framing. First week out, right away, got the HVAC system put in place, but you'll see we've got arching already done, put in place, walls over here, all framing is complete, wiring is up to date, and everything that's wired is working, so we've got lights working, plugs working where
Hang on, and let me just say, the arches and stuff like this is something that nobody else talked about, and it's like not like a big thing, but it really helps it look great. My decorator was very impressed with just the little things like the arches and the insets over there.
Little suggestions that everybody else was just like, hey, we're going to put up a wall here. We're just going to put up, basically put up a wall, and we've, decorated the wall to make it look just not like an everyday room. So we've added a little personality to the room. Going back here, we had an entire wall here that we had to knock out, put up the micro beam to keep support so the house doesn't fall in. But this was it's going to be the movie room, so we've actually increased the size of the room probably by a third. So I've gone from having an extremely small movie room to having a very roomy one, and actually very pleased with that. Every other contractor basically was just going to put the movie room in a small enclosed room. And she was the first one to suggest knocking out the walls. Prior to that, we had all of our piping. The way it was done, it made it even a smaller room. Judith came in. They came in. You'll see when you look at the piping and the cement, you'll see that everything's a smooth line. They came in. They cut it to code. Didn't just come in with the jackhammer. Came in, cut it, made a nice little alleyway for the piping to go, and eventually will be refilled and closed up. But we're able to move the piping back to make this room even more spacious. We've got the wiring throughout in here. We've already put up 6 can lights. We're going to finish off the drywall and put the speaker wire, plugs up top. And we've got cable already being laced inside, and we've got outlets throughout.
Are you going to let us link to that information about the home theater?
Correct, and they've come out, they've looked at the room, gave some suggestions, and in turn also gave a detailed look. Was able to save probably almost $2 to $3 grand overall by working with Judith and the company she suggested.
Which is like 20%.
Which is 20. Yeah, about 15 to 20%. So it's actually a very substantial savings with regards to the movie theater room. So
And talk down like most contractors. They actually talked like English and didn't act like I was dumb just because I don't know what all those numbers mean. So that was good. I liked the personality, I guess, of them and the way that they would make sure that we understood it without being talking down to. And same with Judith. All the other contractors, especially because I'm a woman, they just kind of talked over me, didn't talk to me, just talked straight to Scott. And since I'm going to be here dealing with it, I really wanted to be involved. Just because I have the 2 children doesn't mean that I can't comprehend or that I can't be involved in it. So that was another great thing. And I really like the communication aspect of, like, I feel real safe. I don't have, like, they've got a lock, so they come and go as they need to. All of her crew works directly with her. She's got a good relationship with them, and they never make me feel uncomfortable. There's not cars all lined up down the street, messing up the yard or the driveway or any upsetting the neighbors. Like, everything has been really good with that. So.
And to go on to that, just last thing, since I am out of town, I haven't had any calls of any complaints either. So every day, my wife's able to come down here, give me an update of what's been done. Every day is a noticeable change in what was done from the day prior. So, no issues from a uncomfortability standpoint, which one of our friends had with their job site, and then also, noticeable changes daily that I'm able to keep as impressed as possible while I'm gone.